In parts of the US, it's an annual tradition and will only become more frequent this century. Even while living toward the Great Lakes, I've encountered the dreaded 3 digits more than once. Between this and America's extreme winters, there's a reason.
Wait, over 100 Fahrenheit is really that common in America? Oh my god, but that's so hot! Today I'll be reacting to comparing British and American hot weather. My friends, this should be a fascinating one, specific because I know certain states in America they get really crazy. Texas is the first one that comes to my mind, but I know is not the only one. Before I go into this, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration now. Link for the original video in my description and let's play it.
The year was 1913, the place Death Valley,
What?
and this was not the beginning of a vampire novel.
Death Valley.
Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to heat waves. Both countries have experienced their fair share of them over the centuries.
Okay. I will also try to add my perspective, of course, me living here in Portugal, but I have to say this right away. First of all, I believe the weather is quite more extreme in America than it is in the UK. And Portugal is one of the best countries when it comes to weather. And you can Google that yourself, and Portugal tends to appear in a lot of top lists when it comes to the countries with the best weather. The winter is very easy to navigate. The summer is also very easy to navigate. August tends to be the month that things are more, difficult, but not comparable. For example, with the what that you guys have in the south, in Louisiana, in Texas. Forget about it. It is not even comparable. But I'm actually really curious to see this comparison because I will be shocked if it's really that close,
As someone who orbited the sun 26 times while living in Britain, I vaguely recall some of my homelands. I say vaguely because the thing about heat waves is that they don't linger in the memory like a blizzard or a hurricane. They don't yield shaky YouTube videos or Michael Bay set pieces. They're just a period of perspirational misery. In 2006, Britain experienced its hottest ever July, with the thermometer soaring to what I thought was a...
Wait, 2006? Fairly recently, let's say. Oh, but take a look at what I was saying. So, Germany crazy, France crazy, UK the same, Portugal. Right there, chilling. I'm telling you, my friends, the weather is actually really nice here. But actually, let's run it back. I want to see how much the degrees.
Britain experienced its hottest ever July, with the thermometer soaring to what I thought was a quite ridiculous 99 degrees Fahrenheit.
99, I said how much? Is how many, right? Okay, by the way, I already have my calculator to do this conversion. He said 99? Did I understand that correct? Sorry, my friends, this video is important. I really want to understand this type of stuff.
Quite ridiculous 99 degrees Fahrenheit.
99. Okay, that's hot. Is 37 Celsius. That's hot. For me, that's really hot.
One night, my wife and I camped out in my brother's living room in London. What happened next was a lesson in why you should never sleep on a blow-up mattress atop a flat in 99-degree heat in a country where AC is fiction. Rumour has it that our sweat still haunts the ceiling. But what is a heat wave? A heat wave is not just a case of hot weather. If it was, the southern US would be embroiled in perpetual summer heat wave, with temps often reaching what on earth degrees Fahrenheit. No, a heat wave...
Okay. André, you paused 1 million times. I know, my friend. So, but it is what it is. I want to go to America really bad, as you guys are aware. And one of the states I want to visit the most, and I'm very open with you, my friends. Certain people may not like it, but I'm transparent on this type of stuff. I have to go to Texas. I love Texas. I think it's a fascinating state. And I was thinking about going in August, but I said this in other videos and you guys end up calling me crazy. André, don't go in August because it's too hot. It's impossible for you to enjoy. Would you guys agree with that, really? And be honest, I mean, if you really think it's a stupid idea to go in August to Texas, tell me in the comments. I take a look at most of the comments. But I don't know. I think that time is such a fascinating time to go. Probably there is a lot of activities going around, road use and stuff like that. But yeah, tell me in the comments if you think that's not the best idea, and tell me the amount you think could be the best to enjoy Texas, Louisiana. I also, so again, this video is all over the place, I'm aware, but I want to arrive in New York. I have to see the Statue of Liberty. Why, André? Because I really love it. If you cannot tell, I want to see this beauty, and after that, I think I'm going to Texas, and after that, there will be a third state. At this point, there is a couple in contention. You know, Florida probably being in the top, in the lead. Louisiana is also a strong possibility. California, of course, is also a strong possibility. But for now, the two states that are locked is Texas and New York. Actually, stay with me, my friend. But yeah, tell me what month you think could be the best. And sorry for I'm talking so much on this video.
Is a period of heat relative to the usual temperature of a place or season. So when measurements exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Britain, as they did in Cambridge last year, it's definitely a heat wave. Yeah. And I know that because this has only happened twice in the nation's history. In parts of the US, it's an annual tradition and will only become more frequent this century. Even while living toward the Great Lakes, I've encountered the dreaded 3 digits more than once. Between this and America's extreme winters, there's a reason.
Wait, over 100 Fahrenheit is really that common in America? Oh my god, but that's so hot. Okay. But at least Lawrence is making out this is very common. Oh wow, okay.
Reason I miss British weather. After all, British heat waves ain't got nothing on America. If you don't believe me, let's take a look at a selection of America's greatest heats. While not the hottest, this heatwave is notable for its persistence. In July and August of 1896, it impacted several populous cities such as New York, Boston, and Chicago over a period of 10 days. That's 24 hours longer than Michelle Phillips was married to Dennis Hopper. During those 10 days, the temperatures in those cities remained above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, even at night. Worse still, the humidity...
Even at night? New York is that hot? What? I thought New York was a cold state, if you know what I mean. But I guess, okay. Nevada is hot, by the way. Because the north, I assume it's freezing for some reason. Beautiful states, don't get me wrong. Montana is another state that I would love to visit. But I think about them and I think about snow for some reason. But 10 days, that hot? Wow.
Humidity was about 90%, and this was in the days before aircon and Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey. Before entering into a bet with William Howard Taft over who could rock the best presidential facial hair, Teddy Roosevelt was New York City Police Commissioner. During the heat wave, he dished out ice creams to residents, which leads me to think he might have missed his true calling in life. To my mind, the world was truly robbed of mustachio-flavored ice cream.
Amazing.
Just as 2020 feels like a runaway train that's devoured 12 bottles of Dennis Hopper, 1936 felt the same way, but in black and white. America was in the throes of its worst ever depression. The Dust Bowl continued to engulf the Great Plains, and the nation endured one of its worst heat waves in modern history. Engulfed the Great Plains, and the nation endured one of...
It kills 100 twin citizens. Okay.
Its worst heat waves in modern history. The year's one bright spark was when Olympian Jesse Owens stormed to 4 gold medals in front of German Chancellor and ardent snowflake Adolf Hitler. But even as that was happening, temperatures in multiple states had exceeded 100 degrees for more than 10 consecutive days. State records had to be rewritten. To this day, 13 states have yet to best the records they set in the summer of 1936. This includes North Dakota, where temperatures soared to a high of 121 degrees. Nationwide, more than 5,000 Americans died due to the heat. Crop devastation was widespread, and it just happened to follow one of the coldest winters in US history. To this day...
See, that's the thing about America. One of the most beautiful countries in the world. Leave a like if you agree. but in terms of weather, is quite extreme. I think God gave you guys a beautiful country, but said, you know what? Let's also make things a bit more difficult for them. All of this beauty, there is a price to pay. Crazy weather.
Today, two states have yet to best the records they set in February 1936. This includes North Dakota, where temperatures plummeted to minus 60 degrees. 1936, kicking North Dakota's arse since 1936. In the early 50s, Gene Kelly was singing In the Rain. This would have been a huge kick in the teeth to people in the central United States because a persistent and record-setting heatwave was wreaking havoc there. Some areas experienced worse drought than during the Dust Bowl. In 1954, the year of Dennis Hopper's first television appearance, 11 states endured 22 days of 100-plus weather, and the Super Soaker 50 was still the stuff of a madman's dreams. In July of that year, my current state of Illinois recorded its highest ever temperature, with the thermometer reaching 117 degrees in East St. Louis.
117? Let me take a look, my friends. My friends, this video is a mess. I know. I'm pausing a lot. I'm talking Wait. Is this correct? Oh my god, I hope you guys can see it. No. Did I understood? Oh, my English, not a main language. I have to run it back.
With the thermometer year, my current 117 degree recorded its highest ever temperature, with the thermometer reaching 117 degrees in East St.
Oh my god, it's correct. Illinois. How can you live with this? 47 degrees Celsius? My man, that's not possible to live. What?
Louis. Rumour has it that microbes are still hiding under Eads Bridge to this day. This is not an actual heatwave. Right? This is a Motown hit by Martha and the Vandellas. Yeah, it's a great song, but we don't have the...
I'm sorry, that cannot be right. Is that right, my friends? Oh my god, I'm gonna Google that. Lawrence, I love you, but I have to fact check you on this one. Illinois. Actually, I have ChatGPT. Give me a second. I may edit this part, or I may not. Records. Okay, let me see. No, I really have to fact check this, my friends. It's crazy. It's difficult to imagine. Oh my god, it's correct. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, it's correct, yeah. The highest temperature ever recorded in Illinois was 117 Fahrenheit. July 14th. Oh, wow.
The rights to it. Can we skip to 88? Thanks.
I'm out of words, my friends.
In America, 1988 is remembered less for its heat wave and more for the droughts it exacerbated. It's also remembered by me for an unusual lack of Dennis Hopper films and the line, "Senator, you're no Jack Nicholson." I think I dreamt that one. But the weather that year was no laughing matter. Weather stations recorded an unprecedented number of days between precipitation in many parts of the Midwest. In the spring, Milwaukee endured 55 days without rain or snow, a phenomenal feat for anyone who's been to Milwaukee. At its worst, the drought covered almost half the nation. Forest fires ran rampant, most notably at Yellowstone National Park, which suffered the largest in its history. The event led to one of the worst dust migrations since the 30s, and schools were forced to close in Dakota of the southern variety. Now, this is all terrible, you're probably thinking, but aren't droughts and heat waves two different things? Well, yeah, it's just that this particular drought happened to coincide with one of the most stunning heat waves since 1936. It's estimated that between 4,000 and 17,000 Americans died as a result. Adjusted for inflation, it's the third costliest natural disaster in US history behind Hurricanes Katrina and Harvey.
Holy!
In many ways, I've lived two lives, one in Britain and one in America, and a third one in an alternate universe where I have marginally
Okay.
Better teeth and go by the name of Emma, but we don't talk about that. The 2016 Southwest heatwave is the only one included on this list to have occurred during my second life as a US resident. The good thing was, it was 2,000 miles away. During the month of June, temperatures in the states of California, Arizona and Nevada looked more like supercentenarian statistics. You had numbers like 110, my age in Time Lord years, all the way up to 125.
No chance. There is no chance. Where is the... Oh my god, I closed the calculator to do this conversion. Oh my god, okay. Okay, 1 second, my friends. This video again. It is what it is, right? Celsius, okay. Okay, and we are going to run what he said back again. He said 120. No chance.
Time Lord years, all the way up to 125.
125. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's. No. No. I'm not gonna even. Okay.
That measurement was taken in Needles, California, a place that has literally never been hotter.
California.
Of course, California knows a thing or two about heat waves. Not only is the state frequently riddled with droughts and wildfires, it's also home to the hottest recorded temperature the world has ever known. The year was 1913, the place Death Valley, and this was not the beginning of a vampire novel. On July 10th of that year, the temperature maxed out at 134 degrees.
I'm actually scared. Oh, scared to see all.
It happened before. It will happen again. Just please not in 2020. That's it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying the warm weather while remaining safe. And welcome to my new studio, which is still a tad echoey. We're going to get a rug down here and some extra acoustic panels. Either way, this was made possible by my patrons. If you'd like to support this channel and watch it grow like a giant redwood, you can do so at patreon.com/lostinthepond. For more of my words, be sure to follow me on Twitter at LostInThePondUS, and please subscribe so that my videos don't get lost in the pond. Until next time, I bid you a warm goodbye.
Thank you, my friend. You know what? Let me say one thing. By the way, I already reacted to this one. It was amazing. You can find it on my channel. Let me say one thing. Now I understand why you guys have air conditioning. Of course. I mean, you have to have. It's something that is 100% a thing that, with this type of temperatures. Okay, this was an amazing one. I hope you had fun with me. Sorry if I end up pausing a lot, because in this video I really end up pausing a lot. I'm aware. Please don't type that in the comments. I'm already aware. But if you had fun, leave a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.